What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, the 8th episode of the Yeah I Know It podcast. It's crazy to think that we're already 8 weeks into this podcast. Few announcements, like always. Code music at whole strength. Follow the Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We have a Discord up now. Join the Discord. I'm trying to build like a little community where everybody, all the people that watch the podcast can come and talk. There's different things like memes. There's a place for cars and trucks. There's a place for like Bible study. There's a place to like vent in there if you just want to talk to somebody you don't have anybody to talk to, or if you just want to come in there and have a little bit of fun, talk to people. I really appreciate everybody that comes and watches the podcast. I'm trying to do this quick before Brooke gets home. I'm currently trying to figure out how to get merch set up. I've been trying a few different things, but I'll let y'all know when I got that set up and ready to go. I'm really excited about that. Like, comment, subscribe, follow all the socials. Everything that you can follow or do or anything is in the description down below. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that watches the podcast. I'm not going to keep on talking. I'm really excited to get into this podcast. So let's get into the podcast. All right. And the next guest on the Yeah I Know It podcast is none other than my buddy, Jason Bone.
Glad to be here, man.
Glad you could finally make it. We tried to do one of these a while back, but you were sick, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, I don't want you breathing. I don't want to be breathing in your mic, bro. Everybody that comes to the podcast gets sick afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That would suck. So how's your week been?
It's been good, man. Just normal, just school and work, man. It takes up all your time, but you got to do it.
Yeah, for sure. I've been working as well.
Yeah, they got you working them crazy hours.
No, not anymore. Actually, I said something to them about it, and they fixed all that, so I'm not having to work as much anymore. I'm working my regular shifts. Something like it's like 7 to 4, 7 to 5. Sometimes I get off at like 3:30. So
because they had you working like them 14-hour shifts.
Crazy shifts, bro. Whoa. I was working like 6 to 8, 6 to 9, sometimes 10 o'clock.
Dude, you're better than me. I'm clocking out and quitting at the same time. They got me pulling a 14-hour shift.
Nah, HDP, I love you, and I don't want to quit. Don't fire me, please.
My bad.
No, there was a dude that just got fired not too long ago, though. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but yeah, he got fired.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was the guy I work with, one of my coworkers for this new company I started working for, AgroK.
Mm-hmm.
His boss got fired, and that's who I met originally to kind of get the job.
Yeah.
And he told me he got fired, and I was like, well, you seem like a really good dude. Why did you get fired? He stole $12 million from the company.
Oh my God.
$12 million.
He didn't go to jail?
I don't know how it played out. He might be in jail. All he told me was that he got fired, and I was like,
that's jail time.
How do you think you're gonna hide $12 million? You don't just casually. That's not like a casual steal. That's
probably overtime.
Yeah.
Probably stole like a certain amount of money over time.
No, $12 million though.
Yeah, I mean, if it was going on for like years.
As far as I know, he was only there for like 3 years.
Dang.
Yeah, my boy was averaging like $4 million a year.
Dang, homeboy was rolling, and
he was going crazy, man. But we gotta get it somehow,
It all comes to an end.
Yep.
So, talking about that, you're kind of going to school for this type of job that you got now.
Yeah, man, it's business and agriculture basically, but I basically just want to do sales.
Yeah.
And you can do sales on anything, but I have most of my contacts. I have more pull and connections in agriculture than I do anything else. So I figure, try sales in agriculture where I know my family works in agriculture. I have the most pull there, so
kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I grew up around it, so.
I actually just got done, not just got done talking, but I actually talked to a dude not too long ago and was asking him about the real estate school.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me about a school in Orlando, which with my job, I don't know if I'm going to be able, I'm definitely not going to be able to go to that school, but if they have any online classes, I'm probably going to start taking them pretty soon. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But you're liking what you do right now?
Man, I love it, man.
What do you do right now?
Right now, I'm pulling samples. So we started a new thing. It's called sap sampling, where basically you can pull leaves off a tree, and send it to our labs, and they can run it through a press machine. And then after they run it through that press machine, it tells you how much of each nutrient is in that tree. Like it'll list like 80 nutrients and the levels. Pretty cool. And it's super cool. It's something that they want to start incorporating for like their new customers, because it's a fertilizer company. They sell fertilizer. So it's something they want to start being able to provide for their customers. Like if you have a grove that's struggling, you go out there, pull a couple leaves off your tree, send it in to our lab, and we can tell you exactly what nutrients it has and how much it has of each nutrient. That way you see what's lacking, and it's kind of cool. But
that's good that you like something that's good that you're working for something that you like doing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just think, I just need the money. I'm just gonna try to get any job that I want. You'll be miserable for the rest of your life if you get a job and you don't like that job.
Yeah, that's a bad way to go, man.
You need to find something you like to do and do that.
Yeah, money's great. Money's great, but if you're waking up every day miserable for
exactly, bro,
8 hours a day doing what you do, then you'll never be happy.
Yeah, I know a buddy of mine that works literally, like, I don't know the company's name, but if I did know the company's name, I would put him out on blast, because this is illegal. He'd be working 22 hours a day.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
He wakes up in the mornings, like 4 o'clock in the morning, works until 2 o'clock, drives an hour home, gets an hour of sleep.
That can't be legal.
It has to be. It's not legal. I think the legal in Florida
is 14 hours.
I thought it was 16. But somewhere around there, ain't no 22 hours.
Well, I know that a truck driver can't do any more than 14. A truck driver can't drive more than 14. But I don't know what it is for non-truck drivers.
Yeah, I think for like us, it's 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But
I kind of get for truck drivers 14. You don't want to fall asleep.
Yeah, 100%. I also used to want to like get my CDL and drive like a semi or something.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah, especially if you get enough money to like buy your own semi, then you can kind of make your own business out of it.
I know a lot of people that like they'll buy their first semi and then they'll just have somebody else drive for them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't make as much money that way, but hell, I mean, you're making money for doing nothing.
Exactly.
You just have somebody else drive for you.
And some of them semi trucks are cool, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Like huge in the back, sleep in there. I don't know if they can shower in there, but I don't put it past what today is.
Yeah, technology.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one here around Barta? It's like I've seen it in Barta. It's probably everywhere, but it's like painted Optimus Prime colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's dope.
So when did you start going to the gym?
I started. I got my gym membership 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I was off and on with it. I would go like twice a week at most. I was mostly going like once a week, and when I was going there, I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah. I'd go in there, I'd like bench press, and I'd get up, I'd go do some damn leg extensions. Like I was all over, hit some pull-ups, because why not? Just anything, hit some push-ups.
Full body workout.
Yeah, because I feel like I wasn't doing it right if I wasn't hitting everything.
Yeah.
And I did that for like 9 months. And finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to actually take the time to learn what to do in the gym instead of just, because my whole life, playing sports, you had a coach that wrote up your workouts. So you just showed up. Sure. You showed up and just did what they told you. And so finally I was like, I'm going to do some research and I'm going to figure out how I should be working out. Yeah. And then I did that. And then I started going 4 or 5 times a week, probably about a year and 2 months ago. And so I've been going consistent with a plan for about a year and 2 months now.
Yeah, actually, when I first started going into the gym, I think I seen you one day, or we got a workout in or something together, and this was like really early on when I first started going. And
I remember that.
You sent me your notes, like picture all your notes, because we did your workout or something like that, and I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know what I'm doing in here. So if you could, if you have any workouts or something, so you sent me your kind of like your plan and your notes.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I had to look up a bunch of stuff what is this? I don't even remember what it's called.
And if you want me to be completely honest, I looked up a bunch of those too to send them to you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never really wrote anything down in my notes. I just had a vision or a plan of what I was doing. And then you asked me for my, so I got to make up a workout plan to send to them.
Yeah, so I used that for a long time, and then over time, like you said, I was doing my own research and watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. And
TikTok, dude.
TikTok is a good one. That's where I found that little thing where you can pull the cable down and then stick it in and it sticks where you want it to go. That's for all you short people out there that want to do your pull downs but can't reach it, so you have to stand up and then go down. You can. It's gonna be terrible for me to try to explain it.
Yeah, but it was cool. Just know it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. There's a way that you can pull it down, stick the pin in, and it stays where you pulled it down to. So there you go. Mm-hmm. What is your biggest pet peeve in the gym?
My biggest pet peeve. Oh man, this is probably gonna sound bad, but I know people are just trying to be helpful. But whenever like you're mid set and somebody comes up to you and is just like, "Hey man, you should be doing this." It's all right. Like, I'll take it into consideration.
And then they watch you.
That's the worst part.
And then they watch you, so you feel like you have to do what they just said to do.
And it makes you super
I don't like that either, bro. I feel like it's like you said, they're trying to help, I guess. Mm-hmm. But if I'm not your friend and we don't talk, for one, I can barely stand people staring at me in the gym.
Oh yeah.
But if you have the audacity to walk up to me and tell me that I'm doing my workouts wrong, leave me alone, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm not sitting there watching you, walking up to you going, "Hey, man, you could do this a little bit different." Yeah. Like a dude in the gym, he'd be walking up to me. You want to learn something? No, I don't. But dude, I'm not that type of person. I'm like, "Yeah, bro, what's up?" And he shows me. I'm just like, "Okay." And then he watches me do it.
It's so awkward.
I hate it because
you don't want to do what he said, but if you don't do what he said, then you feel
I'll do the one set, and then I'll get off what I was doing and go back to it later, just so he'll leave me alone. Yeah, I hate that.
And my thing is I would only ever do that if somebody was doing something obviously wrong, like something that was going to hurt them.
Yeah.
And obviously we're not doing something that, or at least I hope we're not doing something that wrong, but.
I don't think so. I mean, I know a lot of people's bodies are different. Mm-hmm. So a lot of workouts work different for people. Yeah. And I know a lot of it is in form and being optimal and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, everybody's body moves different. Like you said on your tricep pull downs, you feel it in your shoulders. Yeah. We just got back from the gym, by the way. Yeah. But with me, it's like perfect. I love doing it that way. It doesn't really hit my shoulders really at all. So that's that's a example.
And that guy you were talking about, I know exactly who you're talking about. He came up to me one time about I was doing incline dumbbell press, and he was saying something about my elbows going out. And while I do understand that you're supposed to keep your elbows in. Yeah. I'm fully aware of that. But dude, my arms are 9 foot long. I'm a long, lanky dude. And it hurts me. It hurts my elbows and my shoulders, honestly, if I stay tucked in. I know I'm supposed to keep them tucked in. But I have a different build.
Exactly.
Than
my elbows come out a little bit. I try to keep them in, but I mean, if like you said, if it's starting to hurt my shoulder, I'll flare them out a little bit. It helps.
That's my problem, man. It tears my shoulders up.
My left shoulder.
Dude, I feel like it's everybody's left shoulder, but for me, it's my right.
It's shoulders, period, bro. I could be doing my shoulder workouts. My flies will be okay, and then I'll be able to do my shoulder press. But when I go to like these right here, these movements, this right here, bro, I don't know what it is. It feels like it's going out.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because it's only on like pressing movements, because I can hit shoulders all day long. I can kill my shoulders, and the second I go to hit chest and start doing pressing movements, it hurts. I don't know what that is.
Dude. So I'm gonna expose myself right now. We just got back from the gym and we did arms, and I did a little bit of shoulders. Well, he did cardio because you just did shoulders today.
Yeah, I did shoulders and chest
earlier today. So I took it upon myself because I don't really work out with a bunch of people. So when we were in there, I was like, man, The most I've ever hit on my last bulk was 205. I was like, I'm going to try to bench press 225. I didn't get it.
Pinned.
Yeah, bro. And not pinned.
Pinned.
I didn't get pinned. You made me see working for it, but
Stuck.
no, I got it all the way to like right here. And then it was just like nothing.
Yeah.
So
your first attempt was real close. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for touching it because I think I should have let you. I should let you. Push
I think I might have got it if I started screaming in the middle of the gym, but I don't want to start. I don't want to scream in the middle of any time.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a little bit different.
Anytime something in one of them gyms, you can like yell in because everybody's gonna look at you like, "What are you doing?"
I'm just happy they don't have like a lunk alarm. Have you ever heard about that?
Like Planet Fitness?
Yes,
Planet Fitness
they'll kick you out for screaming, dropping the weights, anything like that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, you just hear, and then they'll walk up to you.
Yeah, but I'm not really much of a screamer anyway.
I'm not either. I'm more of a.
Yeah, I'm a grunter.
No, I just.
Yeah, you do. I've noticed that. It sounds like, when they're like basketball players and their shoes are squeaking on the floor. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I do a bunch of that. I mean, it helps.
Yeah.
So pet peeves. I think that's really my only pet peeve in the gym. Staring. Well, that's two. Staring and trying to tell me what to do in the gym.
Oh.
Let me be me, bro.
I got another big one, man. Is when people are doing, say they're hitting, incline dumbbell press. So they're on their bench set or whatever, and they have their phone on the other bench set and then a water bottle.
Oh yeah, like come on, bro.
Yeah, like why you gotta take up all this space? Like, you're doing one thing. You don't need to have your stuff scrolled out.
Or the people that like the I don't know what they're called, but I'm gonna call them cycle workouts.
Oh yeah.
Well, they'll go and do that for a set, and then they'll go across the gym, but they're gonna leave their stuff right there for a set. And if they see you hop on that, they're going to come back and say, hey, I got one more set. Go back to what they were doing.
Like, dude, finish your last set.
Yeah, let me get this while you're working out the other thing.
Yeah. Or just better yet, you got one more set on that, just hit it.
Yeah.
Just hit it and leave it.
Yeah, bro. But I will say, I didn't get pinned by the 225, but I can incline dumbbell press 80s for 8. So,
which is more than I can do.
I feel like that's a little bit better. I think I'm better with my upper chest, and I never bench press. I'm not taking up for myself. I kind of am.
Pinned.
I didn't get pinned, bro. I should have videoed it.
No,
now the second one was closer to a pin because it did come back down.
Yeah, you did drop it on.
No, the first one.
I think you might have had it, dude.
I don't know, bro. It was coming up slow.
Yeah,
but.
And then it kind of stalled.
And then it kind of stopped, and then you grabbed it.
Yeah. I think if I would have gave you like 3 more seconds to push,
you're good.
You might have got it.
You're good. But hopefully by the end of this bulk, I'll be able to hit 225.
Yeah, man. How much are you eating?
That's the plan.
On this bulk?
3,000 calories a day. Or I try to eat 3,000 calories.
Do you count? Do you track your calories? Like, do you have an app to track it? No, me neither. No. I just kind of take like a mental log.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like if I
or like if you go to a restaurant, you see on the menu, it normally has the calories.
Yeah, you see how many calories it is. Yeah, that's how I am. There's a burger at Beef O'Brady's. Oh. I love this burger. It's called the OMG burger. It's 1,900 calories.
Damn.
I love that burger, bro.
That's great for a bulk.
Yeah, right?
That's great for a bulk.
And I think you're bulking right now too, right?
I am, yeah.
Nathan was hating on me. I think he gave me a stank eye the last podcast, but he was I told him that I dirty bulked. Mm-hmm. What's your opinions on dirty bulking?
Honestly, I think dirty bulking is kind of a necessity. I tried the clean bulking, and it's painful.
Harder to gain weight, especially
because the food you're eating has less calories because it's healthier.
Yeah.
So you got to eat 6 meals a day, and I don't have the time or the willpower to eat 6 meals a day.
Yeah, bro, that force feeding is something different.
You eat 4 dirty meals a day, and you hit your surplus, your calorie surplus. I think it's way better personally.
And okay, I'm not gonna call it a cheat meal because I'm on a bulk, but do you have a sweet tooth?
A little bit. I'm more of like a salty, savory kind of guy.
Oh, I love salt. I love salt, but boy, oh boy, you need to go down to Publix and grab you. You know what Edwards pie is?
Edwards, but no, I didn't.
They come in like a white and yellow box.
Mm-hmm.
It's cookies and cream Edwards pie, bro.
Uh,
I can eat that entire pie in one night.
See, I don't necessarily know what it is.
One sitting, I can eat the whole pie.
But I'm a cookies and cream fiend, dude.
Oh, me
You
too,
put
bro.
anything cookies and cream
Oreos.
in front of me, I eat it face first. No hands, no utensils.
Face first.
I'll put my face in it and eat it, dude. I don't know what it is about cookies and cream, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good, bro.
And I'm not much of a sweets guy, but
I'm not much of a sweets guy either. Like I said, I would rather. I eat a lot of salt, and it's probably not good for me.
Yeah, your cholesterol. Our cholesterols are probably horrible.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah, but so how did we meet? Sorry to jump topics like that, but
Honestly,
I ran out of things to say.
I don't know why, but I was thinking about that a couple days ago. And
you know how we met.
And did we meet in Colin's backyard?
Yes. So Colin, episode 3. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. But my buddy Colin, me and him were like real tight. We got tight, I think, literally not even a year or so before I met you. And so me and him were at each other's house every day. We were in walking distance from each other's house. Like when I mean walking distance, it was maybe 200 yards from each other's house.
Yeah, it was short.
So we were just over at each other's house every single day after school, like all the time. And one day, you and Carson Spradlin, shout out to Carson, had pulled up with, I think, his dad and your dad, or was it just your dad?
It was just my dad. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all had pulled up, and we started playing football. And like, I didn't really talk to you much. I knew Carson, but I didn't really know who you were.
Yeah, because I went to school in Bartow.
Yeah. And so we're playing football as me and Colin against you and Carson. And me and Colin scrubbed y'all.
Yeah, y'all did. Yeah,
and
Carson and Colin got into it.
They started. I don't know if they ever like fought, but they were definitely arguing like bad. And me and you were just over there standing in the corner.
Yeah.
Not in the corner, but we were just standing there like, look at these dudes.
Yeah. We just hardly even knew each other.
Backyard football game.
Hardly even knew each other. We're just sitting there about to watch our two homeboys throw hands.
Yeah, but I think I do think that's the first time we ever met.
Yeah, but we didn't become close until what, 2-3 years after that.
Yeah. So
that's what I was thinking about. I knew the first time we met, but I was trying to pinpoint when we had like first started hanging out.
Yeah, I honestly don't know the answer to that. I know that you used to give Colin rides to school, and then because I was so close to Colin, I kind of just started tagging along, not to school, but just everywhere else.
Yeah, because I was the first one to drive.
Yeah, and then I mean over time we just started all hanging out. And then whenever Colin wasn't here, it was me and you hanging out. Yeah, whenever I wasn't there, you Colin hanging out.
I vividly remember the first time we hung out, and it was just us. Because the next day we got to school, and we told Colin, like, yeah, me and Jason did this. And he looked at us, he was like, y'all hang out without me? You remember that? He was so...
I don't remember that.
He was so, like
that's funny.
Took him by surprise. Like, y'all hang out without me?
I made your friend.
I don't know why I vividly remember that.
Yeah, you used to be our chauffeur.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you wouldn't. Colin can attend to this, but he's not here.
I already know what
you used to leave us hanging.
Man.
You used to be like, hey, bro, Jason, you trying to go to the soccer game or something tonight? Yeah, bro, I'm down. We hit you up an hour before. No answer. Like, all right, well, he's probably doing something. Hit you up. Like, as soon as it's about to start. Nothing. Nothing.
Hey,
so the next day we see you and be like, hey, my bad, bro. I seen your text. Oh, thanks.
Man, I tell you what, I used to be busy, man.
You used to be busy.
I was busy back in them days.
16-year-old boy being busy.
Yeah, man, I was.
I bet you were.
Yeah, man, we used to hang out all the time, though, man.
We did hang out.
There was times when I would pull.
We got mad at you because we didn't have a ride.
Exactly. And the soccer game's right down the road. Y'all could have walked there.
That's a mile. You know that?
Mile?
It's a mile.
That ain't nothing.
It's a mile on the dot.
That ain't nothing.
Well, it is something for somebody that doesn't want to walk.
Yeah. Speaking of walks from your house,
Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
I was walking back from your house one night, at night, And I was walking down Ninth.
I remember.
I was
that.
I was walking down 9th Street, and I took a right onto Polk because my house is right there on Polk. And I'm walking there, and it is pitch black, and it's later in the night. And there's a guy standing out there with his hands behind his back, just looking off into the moon.
You were on the phone with us, weren't you?
Yeah, looking off into the moon, and standing next to a Trailblazer with the trunk popped open. And so I'm walking. I'm like, dude, this is weird. And so I'm walking, and I guess he hears me. So he turns around, still with his hands behind his back, just staring at me, with the back of his Trailblazer like popped open, and I'm like trying to act like I don't see him. And so finally I like look back because I was trying not to look at him. I didn't want to make eye contact with him. He was gone. So I never ran so fast.
Yeah, that's when you took off running.
Yeah, and there was a dog started chasing me. There was a dog started barking at me. I don't know where the hell it was coming from. It was scary, dude.
Yeah, walking around town in the middle of the night and it's just you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if it was just me and a buddy walking around, it was still kind of scary. I never did it by myself like that, though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what. Okay, I take that back. I think I have before. I'm not too sure, but I think I remember me doing that.
Yeah, man, it's scary.
It's crazy, dude. Do you remember it was, I think it was me, you, and Colin walking down the road. We turned around. We all hear
the cat. Oh, my God. I knew you were going to say something about that damn cat.
Oh, that was so funny. I think it was getting chased by something, maybe?
I don't know what it was. Because y'all turned around before me. Y'all turned around, and then I turned around last, and all I heard was...
We just started dying in the middle of the road. That was so funny.
Man.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, man.
So how was your life growing up?
Growing up, man, I was raised by a single dad. So, I learned everything from him, the good and the bad. I was raised a lot by my grandfather. He was retired. So, he would pick me up, take me to school, pick me up after school. And so I spent a lot of time with him. But other than that, man, it was pretty smooth sailing. I didn't really have any notable things happen in my childhood. I just kind of grew up. And
so what age were you when you started like being around your mom? Because I didn't know that it was only your dad raised you.
Oh, I've always been around my mom. But
okay.
My dad's always had full custody of me.
Just lived with your dad.
Yeah, and there was never like a split agreement. Like my mom had me this day, my dad had me these days. It was just kind of my mom would say, hey, like I'm gonna come pick them up and that kind of thing. But
so that was cool. It wasn't no like issues or nothing.
No, there
like
was
that.
never any issues.
That's good.
I wouldn't say my parents got along, but they never fought over
That's good.
where I went.
Yeah, because a lot of people deal with problems like that.
Yeah.
Which really sucks, and it takes a big toll on a kid, especially.
Yeah, man.
So your mom, that sounded like I was gonna say something inappropriate. But no.
Yeah, your mom.
No, your mom used to come in clutch, and she didn't even know it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember that, dude.
Oh, so I would.
You were brave for that.
I was brave.
Very brave.
I don't know if it was brave or stupid,
both,
because I was so scared. So I'm gonna give a little story. I had went out one night. I told my mom that I was staying with Jason at his mom's house, and my mom was like, "Okay." So I was 16. I just got my driver's license not too long ago, and I ended up going out with Caden doesn't mind me saying this, but I ended up going out with Caden to a club bar, Wild Greg's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 16. The way I got in was Caden's ID, so he would go in and loop around and go to like the
smoking
where
section.
Everybody went and smoked. Yeah, and he would just hand me his ID, and I would go get in line, give him my ID, and they'd be like, "Did your twin just walk in here?" "Yes, ma'am." Get right in, bro. 16 years old. I'm happy I don't do none of that crap no more.
That was crazy.
But yeah, afterwards, went back home, or no, I didn't go back home. I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I turn around and I go to Jason's mom's house. I haven't talked to Jason all day. The whole day. I pull up in his mom's yard at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I went to sleep. What's your mom's name?
Cindy.
Miss Cindy, if you watch this, I apologize. And I am so happy that nobody walked out. I left at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I was only there for like 4 hours. But I was so scared that I was going to wake up to somebody banging on my door with like a gun or something like that, bro.
I still can't believe you did that.
Or like your stepdad, bro.
Uh-huh.
He would have beat
He's a big guy.
He would have beat the tar out of me, bro.
You see him in the gym, dude.
He actually saved my life the other day in the gym. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Not actually. He almost could have saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. So I was incline dumbbell pressing, and I had my 80s. It was the first time I was trying to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it for 8. Well, on the 8th time, I went to press, and my shoulder, like, kicked out and almost... So, do you ever, like, when you're working out and you're doing your pressing movements, does it feel like all of a sudden, like, it just, like, one of your arms wants to go limp?
Kick. Mine wanted to kick.
Well, not even kick, but it just kind of like your elbow wants to go limp, but then you catch it.
No, that never happens.
It happens to me all the time. So I'll like go and it's just like it wants to like go to sleep. So I almost hit it, and then he was like, oh, but he never touched it, and I got it up, and he was like, man, you scared me. I was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. He was like, well, I'm right here if you want to go heavier. I was like, not today, bro. Not today.
Yeah, I got a funny story about my stepdad in the gym. Is I see him in there all the time. You know, we see him in there quite often, and he always talks to this one Mexican guy in there. And one day that Mexican guy came up to me. He was like, hey, can you spot me on this bench? I said, yeah, I got you. And so I spotted him, whatever, and we started talking after. And I was like, yeah, I see you in here talking to my stepdad, Cass. And he just kind of looked at me and didn't say anything for like 5 seconds and was just staring at me. And I was like, what, you don't believe he's my stepdad? He said, oh, you said stepdad. I thought you just said dad. I was like, that like didn't add up. Because for anybody who doesn't know, my stepdad's black. And obviously I'm far from black. But
yeah, Jason is 75% white, 25% Hispanic.
Yeah, 25% Colombian.
Colombian, okay.
No, I'm just Mexican, but Colombian sounds nicer.
Sounds nicer.
It just does. It has a ring to it, dude.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, your stepdad's pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah, he's
really nice.
Cool guy,
he doesn't look nice.
No,
but he is nice.
He's scary. Because he's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a nice dude.
He eats so much, so.
Really?
Every time I go over there to my mom's house, he's sitting at the kitchen table eating. No matter what time of day I go, I could show up at midnight and he's eating. I can show up at 4 a.m. he's eating.
Heck no. I mean, I wish I could eat like that. It would help me put on weight a whole lot faster. But like I said, that force feeding, bro, you start feeling sick and it's just like, I gotta stop.
Yeah, man. I prefer to cut and eat less than I do to force feed myself.
Right? It's so much easier to me, which I guess that's because our metabolisms.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not know this, but Jason used to be fat.
Huge.
I'm not going to, I'm happy you agree with me on that. But Jason used to be fat, and now he's ripped.
Mm-hmm.
And it's,
well, no, I wouldn't say ripped, but.
So he's ripped. And that's also a big inspiration to people. Like, they see you and be like, that is not Jason.
Yeah, it's crazy how many people that I see that I went to middle school with.
Yeah.
And I recognize them, so I go up to them, hey, how you doing? They just, who are you? And I'm like, I'm Jason. Like, no way.
Yeah. What I like in the gym, and this might be me. This is kind of funny, but because I don't talk to I just started making somewhat friends in the gym. Yeah. But I'm usually the introverted. I stick to myself. I do my workout, stuff like that. But I've just now had started getting like people walk up to me and be like, "Hey, bro, can you spot me real quick?" Mm-hmm. I get scared every time.
I do too. I'm so glad it's not just me.
I get so nervous that I'm gonna do something wrong or something. But it kind of, then again, it makes me feel good because they trust me enough.
They think you can get the weight off.
Exactly. Yeah. So they know. All right, he's gotten pretty big.
Yeah.
I actually had a dude walk in there the other day. I don't know his name, but I know we went to school with him. Mm-hmm. He walks up to me and goes, "Hey, bro, how much do you weigh?" I was like, I'm at like 184 right now. He's like, "Okay, bro, you getting big." I was like, "Thanks, man."
That's the best feeling.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It really helps out a lot.
I saw you talk to him tonight, actually. It's one guy, he's like light skinned, has the tattoos.
Marcus,
yeah.
Yeah, I like Marcus. He actually watches the podcast.
Really? Yeah, he's he was talking to me about because I was hitting shoulders.
Yeah.
And he told me about a new shoulder workout.
Dude, he actually sent me, I can send it to you, but he sent me, I guess he was talking to this personal trainer that goes to Southern Strength, and he sent him a whole new workout routine. Like, I think he might have paid some money for it, but he sent it to me for free, bro. Shout out to Marcus. I'm starting that here pretty soon. I'm probably going to start it when I get done with this split I'm on right now. But yeah, he sent me the whole workout routine. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, he put me onto a new shoulder workout. It was where it was with like a little elastic band, and you kind of take like a straight bar and you go up with it, and you can add weight to it, as needed. And man, it kills your shoulders, man. Really? It's great. Yeah, it's great. So shout out to Marcus for helping me.
Bro, I think it'd be cool to maybe have him on here.
Yeah, man, come on sometime.
I like talking about the gym stuff. That's really all I do nowadays. Yeah, it's kind of depressing when I say that, but
enjoy it. So.
It's the truth. Yeah, it's a hobby of mine. I wake up, go to work. I get home from work, and it's like I'm going to the gym. If I don't have nothing to do one day, and I'm off, and it's the weekend or something, and it's supposed to be my rest day, that's another thing. I have a problem with not taking rest days. Yeah. I have to force myself to take rest days because I just get so bored. And I'm not one to sit there and watch TV all day. I can watch a few YouTube videos, maybe some podcasts or something like that. But
and for me, man, it's not even just being bored. It's that dopamine rush that you get after a good workout. Yeah, you get a good pump in, man. You feel great after. I love that feeling.
Yeah, me too. It feels pretty good. Yeah. I lost my whole train of thought when I did that.
But and honestly, I feel like the rest of the day I kind of drag if I don't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it is. I'm not gonna say it gives me energy, but it makes me feel better.
Yeah. It kind of just. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain because it doesn't give you energy because obviously you just went and destroyed your body for 2 hours. Yeah. But you just feel better.
That pump, bro. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm one of them guys. I be flexing in the mirror at the gym.
Oh yeah,
in the gym. I do it.
And my thing, I try to keep it a little discreet. Like I'm
not gonna sit there and in the middle of everybody unless it's me and Nate. I did that when me and Nate when we worked out the other day. Yeah, he was like, "Bro, I don't even know how you just did that."
Dude, you can hit a mean lat spread.
I can. Yeah, I think my back is probably the best. My best that I.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like I can hit lats, and my lats are pretty solid, but I cannot lat spread.
I can bring them out pretty easy.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I have the best mind muscle connection with my lats. But like, yeah, when we were in there just hitting arms, like we were doing my biceps, and I heard that if you like flex really hard in between sets, that it sends blood flow to your muscles. Yeah. So it like it helps out with building your muscles and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'll be in there after every set, and I kind of like I try to cover them up. Mm-hmm. Make it look like I'm like massaging them or something, but I'm just flexing as hard as I can. Rip. Yeah.
See, I do that, but unintentionally. I had no idea that it helps create, get blood flow. Yeah. I'll get done with a set and I'll just hit a little flex real quick in the mirror.
Yeah. I do that too sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't think that's weird or you're not. I don't do it to show off.
You're just kind of you're appreciating your hard work.
Exactly, bro. I've been in there I haven't been there as long as you have, but man, I came a long way.
Yeah, you caught up to me.
No, I have not caught up to you, bro.
I've been telling everybody he's caught up to me, and he refuses to admit it.
Because it's not true.
But you have, man. You're stronger than me now. You are. You know how many?
So we were doing curls. You got more than me on curls. You got more than me on tricep push downs, pull downs. I think it's push downs. Yeah. You can hit 225. Yeah. I can't.
Yeah, but
it's just some movements. Your legs are way stronger than me.
Yeah, but they're little, man. All right, my legs are defined.
Look at him.
I got pencil legs. They're defined. I will say that I got veins in my legs. They're defined. You can see the muscle. They're just little. I
have veins in my hands, dog. That's it. My hands.
Well, you're bulking, man. And
I am getting pretty bulky.
I mean, I guess I am too. Oh, we're around the same weight, but I also have more height. So
yeah, that's true. Which I mean, the only thing I think I got you on is incline dumbbell press
and shoulder press
and the shoulders. Yeah. Which I think that just might be I think I got pretty good shoulders, and that's it. Yeah. That's it. I'm getting there. I'm just gonna say that I'm getting there.
You are getting, man. You've made a lot of progress. I will say that.
Yeah.
I remember when you first, started going, and we had that workout together, and you asked after.
Jitterbug.
Man, you were small.
Looked 15, 16 years old.
And I feel like in the last, how long have you been consistently working out? Like 8, 9 months now?
I think about 9 months now, yeah.
You've aged 4 years.
Yeah, bro. I actually look my age now.
Yeah, because at that point, you look like 15.
Why didn't anybody tell me that? Y'all ain't my real homeboy.
Because you've always been younger than me, so I always just look like, yeah, he's younger.
But I ain't always been 14 years old.
I just always looked at it. Well, I've never. It's weird because you always have been younger than me. Well, what? Damn, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And but I always just like considered you like a part of us. Like you were like our.
Well, that's because I graduated with y'all, and I kind of. All right, I'm gonna be honest. No hate to anybody that was class of 2022.
2021.
Yeah, we graduated. Dang.
We graduated 2020, so your class was 2021.
Yeah, no hate to anybody that graduated 2021, but none of us hung out. Yeah. I didn't hang out with none of y'all. I mean, we talked. Some of y'all were pretty cool. I had like 5 or 6 people that were my friends, but I had so many people that graduated in 2020 that I was actually friends with. Like, I think it was 8th grade. I was in the 8th grade. Y'all had just got to high school.
9th, yeah.
I was sitting with y'all in the pep rallies.
Yeah.
Like, I would just sneak over there and sit with y'all.
And that wasn't just 8th grade. Every
year, yeah.
Every year you sat with us.
And then I finally was just like, you know what? I think it was supposed to be my junior year. So 10th grade going into my 11th grade year, I had to think about it. And I was like, man, I'm not trying to be in this school another year with a bunch of people that I don't talk to.
Yeah. And that's no hate to anybody from 2021. It's just
2020
was just superior.
Yeah, that was that class.
That was that class. We were that class.
Yeah, I'm happy I did it though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
do you
I
ever
look
regret
back.
it?
Yeah, sometimes I look back and it's just like, man. I mean, it would have been fun to do like play football another year, or do some kind of another sport.
I think that's the only
year.
thing I would have missed.
But I mean, everything else, me and Brooke would have never got together.
That's true.
Because I would have never been able to go to Gainesville. There's no way I'm finna have. Which Brooke is already like, she's your age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if I'd have been in school and she would have been in college, it would have kind of been weird. Everybody would have thought that was weird. So that would have never happened. I would have never been able to get a job where I was working at when I turned 18. I'd have never moved out. I might still be at my parents' house. And stuff like that. So I kind of look at it as maybe I needed to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, God's will, hopefully that was it, that was done, and I didn't take any, I didn't step over him or something like that. I don't know what I was trying to say, but it all worked out pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was a good plan, man.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good, but
I remember, I'm not sure if this was the first night you and Brooke met, but it had to be one of that night at Devin's house.
Devin's house.
Where you disappeared for 2 hours.
And I was rapping in cursive.
He got, all right, now keep in mind you were what, 16 at the time?
I wasn't even 16, I think. I wasn't able to drive.
I was a junior, so you would have been 15.
I would have been in the 9th grade, so 14, 15, yeah.
And I don't know if this was the first night you and Brooke ever met, but he drank one.
No, it's not the first time we met.
He drank one.
No, I didn't. I'm
2?
gonna defend for myself, but it was a bunch of different stuff, bro. I remember one of them was a big strawberryta.
It was like 4 different things. That's what it was.
Yeah, and
they were all that sweet stuff. And man, it tore him up.
Tried to rap for him.
Yeah.
I can rap.
He can rap, but not that night.
No, it was so bad.
He
all
was
say that I was rapping in cursive.
He was rapping. He was just
yeah, and then I disappeared.
And he was throwing up.
I was in the shower,
naked in the shower.
I was in Devin's shower for 2 hours. It's a bad time of my life.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was the first night you and Brooke had ever met. I was just saying that probably wasn't a good first. No,
one of the first nights the first night me and Brooke met, like knew about each other was. We went to one of her friend's house because they were dog sitting.
Mm.
Yeah, me, Devin, and Caden, and Ryland, I think, went over there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we went over. Or no, it was Colin the first night, I think. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But what else?
I don't know, man.
Me neither.
I don't really have much going on these days.
Me neither. Just gym, work, church.
Yeah, man. School takes up a lot of my time too. Outside.
Yeah, So you like school pretty good? You like?
I feel like the difference is why some people are like, yeah, I love college is because they go to them big party schools.
Yeah.
And they don't work. They they go to class and they get out and they go party every day. Whenever you go to a small school like Polk State and you're working damn near full time while going to school, it's like it's just more on my plate.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't like it or look forward to it or anything. It's just more you have to do.
Yeah, I can see that. I used to want to be a jeweler. You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, you wanted to move to Miami.
Yeah, I was gonna move to Miami or somewhere that was very populated, and I wanted to sell jewelry, but I had it planned out, bro. I was gonna go to a school in Tennessee.
He did have it planned out.
That was even for senior night.
Yeah.
When we walked across the field, that's what they said.
Really? You're gonna be a jeweler or own your jewelry store?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Never happened. I don't even want to do that anymore, bro. You got to go to school and learn about all these rocks, and
yeah, man.
I'm gonna be honest.
You don't care.
I don't want to learn about rocks.
Yeah. Well, what kind of degree? Like a geology degree? Because that's the
It wasn't even
rocks.
like college. It was just like a school.
Oh. Okay.
Almost like a trade.
Yeah. That's interesting. Man.
Yeah, it was.
I'm surprised you have to go to school for that.
Well, yeah, you got to learn how to make all the stuff, and
I guess
because you got to use a bunch of tools.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's like a hands-on school though, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess it would have been fun to learn how to do all that, but I didn't want to have to learn about all the rocks, and it was a lot of money for just a 6-week school. I think it was like $12,000 for a 6-week school.
Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
It better come with diamonds at the end of the
I didn't have
program
$12,000, and my parents weren't gonna give me $12,000.
Yeah.
So I had to figure that out, but I thank God I never went because I don't think I want to do that. Now, I did eventually, like when I do real estate and stuff, I think it would be really cool to open up my own gym.
Yes.
I think that would be very cool.
I 100% agree with that. It's something I'll invest with you.
Dude, don't play with me, bro.
We'll go 50-50.
Route 21 just closed down,
Mm-hmm.
but next to Publix.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at it the other day, I was like, bro, let's rent it out and start a gym.
Yeah.
We can take out a loan.
Two gyms in one plaza?
She was like, you mean right across from Anytime? I was like, we can lower the price and take all their customers.
Yep. You can make it dirt cheap.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, that's how you get them.
$20.
That's how you get them.
It's $40 a month. $20.
$10 a month.
$10 a month.
$10 a month. They start flooding in, dude.
Yeah.
And then slowly, you keep increasing their bills. Like 15.
I thought it was 20. I thought it was 10.
Well, y'all like it.
You signed a paper. Just reprint it on another paper.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
For the signature.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely like to start a gym. But as far as you said, like about the real estate, man, real estate is great.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to do.
It's never going to go away.
It's never going to go away. To me, if, outside of being a doctor or a lawyer, because to be honest, most people don't want to go to school for 8-10 years.
No.
The best things I think you can do is real estate, sales, and insurance.
Yep. Insurance is what I was going to say too. Yeah.
I think those are the 3 best things you can do. If you're going to get a degree and you don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer, the crazy schooling, 8-10 years, I think that's what you should do. And accounting,
me too.
Accounting is high up there. A lot of people need accountants.
Yeah.
And they pay decent, but I think the 3 major are the real estate.
Yeah, the big money, real estate, insurance, and like you said, sales. Any type of sales, like you can like I see these things. It's like high remote closings.
Mm-hmm.
They make like millions of dollars off closing one sale.
That's crazy.
I've been looking into trying to do something like figure out what I could do about that because all you need is your computer, And you just got to get with a company about it. And, I mean, you can make a lot of money if you figure it out. It's just really figuring it out. But my plan, bro, I promise, I'm going to make it like that one day. I'm going to live comfortably.
Yes.
One way or another.
I will say this. Out of the three, real estate is the best way to become financially free.
Yeah.
To achieve financial freedom.
Yeah.
You cannot work if you can really get to where you want in real estate, you can not work a day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, a bunch of passive income.
Mm-hmm. That passive income.
That's what I want to do. I'll get there eventually, bro. It ain't.
Yeah, I mean,
not
it doesn't
rushing
happen overnight.
anything. Yeah, I want to be really focused on everything, and I want to be able to just know what I'm doing. I don't want to rush anything.
And one more piece of advice that I'll pass on is a degree. I mean, it's important and it matters in some fields, but connections are the most important thing out there. Who you know, how you know them, and those relationships you build with people take you further than a lot of degrees.
That's very true. And they can also teach you a lot of things, show you different people, and you can meet those people, and those people can introduce you to other people.
Yeah, and your connections who have most likely been in the field that you're trying to get into have more knowledge about that field than any degree will ever give you.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm not hating on school, though.
I'm not either. I'm in it right now, and I'm planning on finishing it and sticking to it, but that's just because I need it to get to where I want to go.
One more thing before we end the podcast. How did we? Because for those who don't know, we all call Jason Beano.
Oh,
Beano, Bean, whatever. How did you get your nickname Beano?
So it was probably about 10 or 11. This was during my obese stage. And I played I've always played baseball growing up. I played it throughout high school. And I was super fat, and I hit a lot of home runs. And Babe Ruth,
great Bambino.
Yeah, the great Bambino. His nickname was Bambino.
Yeah,
and so they started calling me Bambino, and then over time it just shortened to Beano.
Yeah.
Hey Beano, come here, and then it stuck.
We be calling you Bean.
Bean.
Hey, what up, Bean?
Beaner. I get Beaner. I get Beano. Yeah, and it's crazy because even people that I like, a buddy of mine named Mason. I played ball with him during that stage, so he knew me as Beano, and
that's all I used to call you, and I never understood why.
Yeah, it was a baseball thing, and I didn't see him for 9 years. I just started hanging out with him again. He moved down to the Keys and went and played ball at Daytona State, where he met Carson, because Carson played ball at Daytona State. Came back, went over to Warner, and first thing he said to me when I met him, he was like, Beano. And I was like, oh. It sticks, man. It sticks. Nobody forgets it.
Oh, Beano. Well, Beano, I appreciate you coming on to the podcast. Finally, we got one in. Maybe we can get another one.
Yeah, man. It was a good time.
Code Music at Whole Strength. I hate the way I say so much. I hate it, bro. And I've heard something, and it's just, they say take pauses more and don't say because you feel like you need to keep on going, and saying just fills the spot. But saying they say that taking pauses really doesn't hurt much, but people just freak out when they pause.
Yeah.
And I think that's might be what I do. But if I pause, I feel like I'm going to stay paused for hours. Yeah.
You feel like you got to say something.
Code Music at Whole Strength, 10% off. If you've seen the last podcast, I'm going to pop it up on this podcast too. Code Music. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Not Facebook. We're not on Facebook. My Facebook is on there if you want to follow that. But Twitter and Instagram, all is in the description below. TikTok, all that right there in the description below. We have a Discord now in the description below. Brooke's better at me doing this. She remembers everything. That's it. If you want to find out anything else that I'm forgetting, it's in the description below. Check it out. Leave a like, comment, tell your people to subscribe. We're going to be getting my boy John O'Neill. The famous John O'Neill is going to be coming on next podcast. For all you don't know him, you're about to know him. just stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about that. And we got some other guests that I'm really excited about. I'm not going to disclose, but just stay tuned, man. It's going to get better and better, man. 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 Stay tuned, man. Beano, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. Dab me up. We got to get a good pop. First try,
Every
bro.
time.
Come on.
Every time.
That's how you know you're real friends. If you don't know that, if you get a good dab, yeah, honestly. Mm-hmm. Has anybody ever done this? That ain't good.
Yeah, no.
No, that one ain't good. No. Come on, bro. We gotta get a good pop. Just like that. You just sit there. Me and Lane took it. It was probably a good 30 minutes to an hour.
Hands
trying
raw.
to get a good, yeah.
Because Lane's a big boy.
Yeah. All right. Follow, subscribe. I appreciate it. Peace.